So welcome. In this video we are going to talk about lipogenesis. Lipogenesis is synthesis of tags. So we are synthesizing triacylglycerols, and how we synthesize them, we use the how do we go about it? It is we use a glycerol phosphate backbone, glycerol phosphate, and from it we add 3 fatty acyl CoA molecules. So that means we shall have to activate the fatty acids into their fatty acyl CoA derivatives. Then we shall also have to get the glycerol together with its phosphate, and we have glycerol phosphate plus 3 fatty acyl CoA molecules. That's when we can form the tags. So how do we form glycerol phosphate? This glycerol phosphate will be formed from a molecule dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and that is the DHAP. So this DHAP, dihydroxyacetone phosphate, it will be acted on by glycerol phosphate dehydrogenase. By glycerol phosphate dehydrogenase, we shall form glycerol phosphate. So in this reaction we utilize, since we are moving from an acetone, so that means we are moving from a ketone. That means we shall have to utilize NADH plus a proton, and we form our NAD plus. So we form that. So that means now we have our glycerol phosphate. So from this glycerol phosphate, of course now we also have to activate the fatty acids. So we shall have fatty acids. The fatty acid, we add in a coenzyme A, then we form the fatty acyl CoAs, and this reaction will be catalyzed by a thiokinase or fatty acyl CoA synthetase. And during this reaction, as I said during the beta oxidation video, this reaction we use ATP, and it is converted into AMP plus a pyrophosphate. And I said this pyrophosphate is broken down into 2 inorganic molecules, inorganic phosphates, by a pyrophosphatase. And this commits the reaction to one direction. That means the reaction of fatty acid to fatty acyl CoA is one direction. It cannot go back. It is just committed to forming fatty acyl CoA molecules. Then now, so we shall have glycerol phosphate acting as our backbone. Then we shall have to we shall add in the first fatty acyl CoA molecule, fatty acyl CoA molecule, and we shall release a coenzyme A will be released, and we shall form a glycerol phosphate acyl, a monoacyl glycerol phosphate. That's what we form, monoacyl glycerol phosphate. So we form a monoacyl glycerol phosphate, and this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme called glycerol phosphate acyl transferase. So that is the enzyme that catalyzes this reaction. And now after that we have our monoacyl glycerol phosphate. So we have monoacyl glycerol phosphate. So to this now we add in another fatty acyl CoA, and then we release a coenzyme A, and what we shall form will be a diacylglycerol phosphate. So it will be a diacylglycerol phosphate. So it will be a diacylglycerol phosphate, and this reaction is catalyzed by a monoacyl glycerol acyl transferase. So that is the enzyme that catalyzes this reaction. And now we have a diacylglycerol phosphate. So this one we shall expose it to a phosphatase enzyme. This one will break down the phosphate, and so we shall remain with a diacylglycerol, which is abbreviated as DAG. Shall remain with our diacylglycerol. Then from this time now we shall have to fuse in. It is just fusing actually, not liberating. So we shall fuse in another fatty acyl CoA. Then when we fuse it in, we shall release a coenzyme A. Then we shall form our triacylglycerol, and this reaction will be catalyzed by a diacylglycerol acyl transferase. So we form our triacylglycerol, which is the tag molecule that we are interested in forming. So that is lipogenesis. That is how it takes place. I said we are using glycerol phosphate as our backbone, and then using 3 fatty acyl CoA molecules. And the glycerol phosphate, how it is formed, it is by reduction of dihydroxyacetone phosphate by glycerol phosphate dehydrogenase to form glycerol phosphate. That reaction we can also utilize glycerol. Directed. We form it into glycerol 3-phosphate actually. It is actually glycerol 3-phosphate. Though I was neglecting the 3, but the phosphate is attached at the carbon atom number 3. So you can say glycerol 3-phosphate. So from this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme called glycerol kinase. But this glycerol kinase enzyme is only found in the liver. It is not present in the adipose tissue. That means the adipose tissue can only utilize dihydroxyacetone phosphate to form glycerol 3-phosphate. But this reaction is only in the liver and actually in the kidneys, whereby we have this glycerol kinase enzyme that can convert glycerol into glycerol 3-phosphate. Then, so that means here we utilize ATP. We form our ADP. Now, after forming the glycerol 3-phosphate, then the fatty acids also have to be committed to the reaction, and so by thiokinase reaction, utilizing ATP, form fatty acyl CoA. Then we form the glycerol 3-phosphate refusing the first fatty acyl-CoA and we form monoacylglycerol phosphate by the enzyme glycerol 3-phosphate acyltransferase. Then the monoacylglycerol phosphate will receive another fatty acyl-CoA, release a CoA molecule, and we form diacylglycerol phosphate. Then this diacylglycerol we expose it to a phosphatase enzyme to remove the phosphate, and so we remain with a diacylglycerol DAG. Then this one we expose it to diacylglycerol acyltransferase and we form our triacylglycerol. So that is lipogenesis. That is how it takes place. I thank you for watching. Please subscribe.